Hi, I'm Laura Hoy for Benzinga, and here's a look at what you can expect from the markets today, Thursday, December 12th. Markets have been crumbling as the U.S. bipartisan budget deal gains support and is seen as likely to pass a vote in the U.S. House of Representatives this week. The deal, if accepted, could eliminate much of the fiscal uncertainty that has kept the U.S. Federal Reserve from tapering in the past. Protesters in Kiev stood their ground even after riot police attempted to clear Independence Square using force overnight. However, the police withdrew by morning and protesters continued to occupy City Hall. Ukrainian President Viktor Yanukovych has called on opposition leaders to meet with him and negotiate a way out of the crisis. However, the opposition has been strong in its stance that it will not negotiate with Yanukovych until he and his government have been expulsed. As speculation rises that Ford's chief executive Alan Mulally may be offered the position of CEO at Microsoft, Ford's board of directors have become increasingly anxious about Mulally's future plans. The board is planning to meet on Thursday in Detroit, where they'll likely press the issue with Mulally as both the board and investors are looking for clarity. Australia's November unemployment figure came in at 5.8%, a slight increase from October's figure of 5.7%. The increase added to growing concern that unemployment will continue to be a weak spot for the Australian economy for as long as the mining boom continues to fade. Danielle Nui, the head of France's banking regulator, has been nominated by her peers in the European Parliament to become the region's top banking supervisor. She will be in charge of rolling out asset quality reviews and stress tests next year as the Eurozone prepares to implement a unified banking system. Asian markets tumbled with the exception of China's Shenzhen Composite, which gained 0.21%. The Japanese Nikkei was down 1.12%, and the South Korean Kospi and the Hang Seng Index were both down by 0.51%. European markets were also lower. The UK's FTSE lost 0.63%, and the Eurozone Stoxx 600 was down by 0.42%. The German DAX lost 0.46%, and Italy's MIB was down by 0.50%. In commodity markets, energy futures were mixed. Brent futures were down by 0.22%, and WTI futures were up by 0.03%. Gold lost 1.32%, and silver was down 2.14%. Industrial metals were up across the board, with tin up 0.89% and aluminum up 0.78%. In currency markets, the euro was steady at $1.37, and the pound gained 0.10% against the American currency. The dollar gained 0.34% against the yen, but lost 0.02% against the Australian dollar. U.S. retail sales and initial and continuing jobless claims will be closely watched on Thursday as investors look for fresh clues about the Federal Reserve's taper timeline. Other notable economic releases include Eurozone industrial production, French and Italian CPI, and a speech by ECB President Mario Draghi. And that's it for today's Market Primer. I'm Laura Hoy for Benzinga. Good luck on your Wednesday trades.